New year, new series. As a new experiment, I figured maybe we could solve puzzles together. Let's start with a backstory. Imagine you woke up one day in a completely unrecognizable environment. Your smartphone, which you normally carry with you everywhere you go, is somehow nowhere to be found. Your immediate thought is to escape, but the door seems to be locked from the outside. Right next to the doorknob, you see a note. You are being kept in this room for your own safety and protection. To call for help, please dial the hotline we specifically set up for you. The chips below were placed in the wrong order on purpose. You'll notice that when you multiply the first number by the second number, 7 times 28, you get the number in the middle, 196. However, when you multiply the two numbers on the right together, 34 times 5, you don't get the middle number. Your task is to rearrange the chips into the correct sequence, which is essentially the phone number you need to dial. You'll know when you have the correct sequence when you achieve this. Multiplying the two numbers on the right together gives you the number in the middle. Meanwhile, just like in the original sequence, multiplying the two numbers on the left also gives you the middle number. You have to get this done by moving as few chips as possible. Hurry before they find the hotline and kill it. Here's how I would like to break down the problem. The chips were numbered 1 to 9, which means each digit can only be used once. Additionally, if the final answer is supposed to be a phone number, we know there is only one correct answer. Now let's start by working with the last digit of each of these numbers, and then work our way backwards. We already know the last digit won't be a 5. Because the product of 5 and any other number always ends with either a 0 or a 5. Right? Etc., etc. Likewise, the last digit will not be a 1 either. The logic is similar. 1 times any other non-zero single digit is always that other single digit. And once again, it comes down to how we have no duplicate chips. So we can roll out both 1 and 5 as the last digit of these numbers. Now, the next step in my strategy is to try and find the last digit of the number in the middle. If we think carefully, we'll know it will either be a 4 or a 6. Because among the digits we have, their products only ever share two common last digits, namely, so we can see 6 and 4 here, and these are all possibilities. This list also gives us the possible last digits of the rest of the numbers: 2, 8, 4, 9, 3, and 6. At this point, knowing what we now know, we could have just listed all the possible combinations. But let's not do that just yet. There's one last important step we could take to narrow things down. Since we know the left neighbors multiply together, this times this has to equal to the right neighbors multiply together, we can try and put the largest two digits, 8 and 9, in less powerful positions like this, here or here. Now we can finally work out all possibilities. We could also try and swap these numbers. Another combo. Again, we can also try and swap these two numbers, these two pairs of numbers. So as you can see, the sky times the sky equals the sky in the middle. The same with these, and the same with all these other combos. Now let's take a closer look. These three combos all require moving 7 chips, whereas this combo only needs 5. So this is our final answer.